Oh, hello.
Welcome back, everybody. Oh, just in time. Perfect timing. Hell yeah. How's it going, friends?
So good.
So good. Okay.
Feeling fine.
So last time on, we come back from our commercial break. It was a commercial for 1990s McDonald's and also Furbies. I don't know.
Nice.
So we come back and we have 3 of our 4 heroes standing in a very, very fancy, like Versailles-esque room. Hannah, you've been here before. Bella and Tom, you just stepped, like, you didn't even move. You just, like, 1 second you were in Tom's, like, prison cell bedroom, and then maybe you blinked, and then you were definitely not there, and it doesn't feel like you moved at all, and it doesn't, like, maybe the air feels, like, a little bit different on your skin, but, like, it's just 1 second to the next, you're just somewhere completely different. What do you do?
Ah!
It's fine. Calm.
What happened?
Supernatural. You know.
What? No.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
where are we? Is this like a city building or something?
No. This is another realm.
What?
Oh yeah, Tom, we were lying. It was all fake. And I am a wolf.
What are you talking about?
Well, okay, so I am what is called a fae. I'm still learning about it. I'm still pretty new to it. But this is the fairy realm.
Am I okay here? Am I safe? Am I gonna die? Are you gonna kill me?
No. Oh, also, the fairy king. This is gonna be weird. Probably not weird. You know Mr. Thorpe, who does our tutorials?
No.
And English?
Wait, go on.
He teaches us English like every day.
Oh yeah, him.
Yeah, he's the fairy king.
What?
Yeah.
Were we supposed to study that?
It's weird. No, Tom.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
It's a secret. Don't tell anyone this. Oh my god, please promise me you will not tell anyone this.
Am I getting inducted? Do I get to be a member? Am I a fairy?
No.
We don't know what you are, but your ribs are weird. You're obviously
We are
something.
just confused as to... You were dead, Tom.
Do you think I have superpowers?
Possibly, but don't get ahead of yourself. Don't get ahead of yourself.
So, Bella, you also haven't been here before. Obviously, you're trying to keep your cool a little bit better than Tom, but, like, had Hannah described this to you before? Is it all new to you as well? Like,
did she ever describe this? Maybe
I think I very briefly did.
Yeah, I'm just kind of in shock, but trying to keep cool because I know that we're trying to
Tom's
talk to
shock
Tom.
is louder than yours, so you're
I've already been a wolf, so like I know shit's weird, yeah.
Okay, all right. So, Hannah, you remember the last time you were here, anything that you asked for was just immediately there, but also you also remember that like there was a way out that Mr. Thorpe used that you weren't able to. So do you like, why did you bring them here? Are you gonna like tell them? Are you gonna try and help Tom, or do you just want to go somewhere else?
I mean, I brought them here to just prove straight out without a question that the paranormal is real. I would probably like to see if I can find the door, if it has reappeared.
Okay. I want you to roll with dark.
Okay. Succeed.
Okay. So
that's like my first success.
Yeah, get a 10. All right. So last time you were here, it was a place that felt like any other room that you were in, right? You felt the floor, you felt the walls, but they weren't like a part of you. You had no connection to them. They're just a floor and walls. But this time you can feel like maybe you go over to the wall and like put your hand where you felt the door or saw the door was when Mr. Thorpe left or Oliver left before. And like, whereas previously it was just like, where's the door? There's no door here. Now, like, you put your hand on the wall and you can feel underneath your fingers that the wall, like, could be other things if you just exert, like, pressure on it. Like mental pressure, not like push into the wall, but you can just like, you can feel when you touch it with your hands that it could be something else if you just ask it to. And that's not something that happened before. Maybe you're just like coming into your power, or maybe because Mr. Thorpe was doing something previously that he isn't doing now. You're not sure like why that is, but you could ask it to be a door if you wanted it to.
I would like it to be a door.
Okay. Underneath your hand, spreading like ripples on a pond, a door appears.
So the last time I was here, I was only in this room, right?
Yeah.
I guess it was like an introduction thing. But I think that us three could go explore more if you would both want to do that.
Let's do it.
I'm lost. You guys just take me wherever.
But do you believe us? Do you believe us now?
We're literally somewhere else, Tom. If you don't believe us, I am going to break your ribs.
Fine. I'd like to see you try.
Don't no. No. Okay. Let's do it. Okay.
So you open the door?
Yeah.
It's a hallway. And it's similarly dressed to the room you were just in, like lots of white and gold ivory, lots of like very expensive fabric and like just jewels swathed on the walls with like no regard to expense. It's like walking into the house of someone who has so much money they literally just have to paint the walls with it because it's the richest thing you've ever seen or even thought of. But it's just like, it's a hallway and it doesn't like, there's no end of the hallway. And there's no, like, again, like the other room where there was no apparent door or window. It's similar here where there's no apparent doors off of the hallway. It's just a hallway that goes on forever in either direction. Or apparently forever in either direction.
Can I, like, internally, I would like there to be, like, a beautiful garden or something. If I walk
you
down
step
the hallway.
into this hallway and you're thinking like, I would love to see a beautiful garden.
As in, yeah. So when I see the two never-ending like ways, whatever, if I want to be like, if I go to the right, I will find a beautiful garden.
Yeah. Like you go to the right and maybe like push aside some drapes that formerly were just like over a wall, but like as soon as you like touch them, light is leaking through in a way it wasn't before, and you pull aside the like curtain and there's just the entrance to a garden, and it's like, you know, absolutely like perfect, like trimmed hedges, roses of every color, even the ones that roses don't actually come in. And it's the type of garden where it is very expressly manicured to look like it's running free and natural everywhere. So it's made to look as though it's just doing whatever it wants, but there's not a single weed in sight. Like it's whatever plants that they want. It's all very aesthetically pleasing. There's the like trickling sounds of a stream somewhere. And you just like walk out into the garden.
I think I made this garden. Bella, if you could be anywhere, where would you just describe to me the perfect place you could be?
I mean, anywhere if like you're there. Or what are you, like a place?
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't know, a place with like a lot of color, like neon or like rainbow, but like you're there, maybe are you just gonna make it, or
yeah, I'm
like
gonna
something cool, I don't know, like future-y, like what the future's gonna look like in like 2000. It's gonna be like neon everywhere.
Okay. Right. And I'm gonna kind of like pull back maybe there's like a willow tree or something with like the low hanging branches, and I kind of like push it to the side, and it's kind of as if cyberpunky, I guess, like very kind of neon-y, like it's all the neons from the 90s, but it just seems amplified, and there's more color, and there's a bit, it's all, yeah.
Bella, imagine you walked into the arcade that you guys had at home, but instead of being dirty and dingy and awful, it's like, what if you could do anything you wanted and make it like as cool as like you wanted it to be? And like there's like these like neon lights of every different color all around, but instead of like being the like you have blue on one side of your face and magenta on the other side of your face, it's like you can see the colors like meet each other in the air and then turn into a different color. There's not actually like a purple light, but like the light is somehow different here and behaving differently than it would in like real life. And like I don't know, there's like mirrored everything, and you can see yourselves walk into this place, and the music changes from like it's very like light and lilting to like now there's a thumping bass, and still there's no one here.
Whoa. You have the best power ever. This is so cool. We don't even have to go back. I mean, why bother? No, you don't. Well, you can go back actually. We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as like a step back for just 1 second, are you just going to like continue on the like how many cool different rooms can I make? Or is there something else that you like wanted to like do or find or see here?
I mean, at some point I would like to talk to Oliver but I don't know if he's here. Well, could I, with these like mirrored surfaces, can I look into them? Okay, then I think kind of as those two are like bickering and being like, no, you can leave. No, I want to go home. Blah, blah, blah. Then I kind of like step away for a second, and I'm just going to look in the reflection and try to see where Mr. Thorpe is. I know it didn't work the last time.
Roll plus dark.
But I feel stronger now. Oh, baby.
Oh, shit. So you get another success, just 10s all around. And this is like similar to when you were looking for Tom or you were looking for Harley. You look into the mirror, and at first you see your face looking back at you, and then your face like morphs slightly, and you see like Mr. Thorpe's face instead. But in other situations where it's been like you were spying on people and like seeing like a flashback of their day or like the situation they're in at that moment, he is hyper aware. Like he looks you straight in the eye and he quirks one eyebrow and he's like, Hannah.
Hello?
I see you decided to visit the Fey realm when I wasn't there. Was there something you wanted from me?
What? I've never spoken through this. I mean, I'd love to talk to you at some point, but it doesn't have to be now. I
am at your disposal.
Ask him about
and
that
you
mental
notice
lady
that
at
you,
the place.
you notice that you don't see anything behind him. Like he doesn't have like a background, right? Like you would ordinarily see the room that someone was in.
Yeah.
And Bella and Tom, you don't see him. Hannah is talking to herself in the mirror.
Gotcha.
Is it okay to bring people to the here?
You're the queen. If the realm accepts them, then they can be there.
Oh, then maybe you could come here now. Are you busy?
I am a bit Yes, if you have a direct question, I will answer you. But I can't be there right now.
I was just I don't want you to be mad or anything with me. But I was looking up about being a fae and what that might mean for me, and I just like to research and make sure that I know stuff. And I saw a photo of me, but it was not me. It was a
Samantha.
woman. Yeah.
You've done your homework. I'm very proud of you.
Oh, oh, I thought you were going to be angry or that I'd done something wrong.
Do I look angry?
No, no, no.
She was here before. Yes. You might have guessed that.
Yeah.
Was that your question?
Who is who am who is she and who am I and why do we look the
possible
same?
she's just a distant relative of yours.
But we look identical.
And he shrugs. Those things happen.
And you don't have any power over it?
I could make something like that happen if I wanted to, but so could you.
And have you wanted to?
I feel like he smirks at you and he says, "It's entered my mind time to time."
Okay. Was that you at the reception?
Oh, you mean
or like
Olive?
Pardon?
No, I just took her name.
And could you see through her like this?
She's a completely different person than me.
Okay. Okay.
Did you have any other questions? Maybe
no.
your friend could use some doctoring. And he like nods, like chin nods at Tom.
Oh,
if you think of it, they'll be here.
Oh. Okay. Is there more than wolves and fae? Is there like vampires and are there zombies?
Line? What's that line? Like there are more things in heaven and earth than dreamt in your philosophy, Horatio. What's that line from?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
He quotes that line.
Okay.
What's that? Yeah.
So
there are more things in heaven and earth than are dreamt of in your philosophy. Yeah, he just quotes that Shakespeare line.
Okay. So is he just give me a yes or no. Is he technically a zombie?
He is immortal.
Oh. Okay.
I really do have to be going, but if you have more questions, as always, feel free to ask. I never lie to you.
Thank you, Miss Oliver. Thank you.
And then he just like, grins at you and then like the image just like fades.
Okay, chat would like to know if you said immortal or a-mortal.
It's meteor.
Meteor.
No, I said a mortal. Like metagame knows his skin mortal. Yes. He just said the skin that Tom is, which is a mortal. But also he died and came back, so like maybe it's both. I don't know. But I said a mortal. Anyway, so Hannah was just talking to herself in the mirror, Bella and Tom. Did you at any point like stop talking to each other about how cool this is and like turn to be like, what the fuck is happening? Or were you just...
No, I would have suggested we start running because like Hannah's going crazy and we might be next.
So you tried to get out?
Yes, I was gonna try and run.
You turned
I'm
to the
trying to
wall
hold
where...
back Tom, yeah.
You turned to the wall where you walked in and there's no door anymore.
Oh, okay. That's a bad sign.
Tom, just chill. Why don't you just chill, okay?
I don't know where we are, and I don't know about the bones thing, and then you're
Okay,
a wolf, and you're gonna kill my mom, and then...
I'm not gonna
and
eat your mom. She was really nice. I didn't know she was gonna be way cooler than you. I'm not gonna eat your mom. You bag of spaghetti, just fucking sit still. We don't want to get lost in here.
Okay. There are so many times in this campaign where I'm like, if I just keep talking to Bella, she's gonna keep shitting on me, and I'm gonna shoot up so many levels.
You don't get experience for forgiving someone being mean to you. You get a string. You get a string on her.
Oh, yes.
Have all the strings you want, buddy.
Fine with the ones I got. Whatever. Pout.
You only get experience when you forgive Harley.
That's it. Or I think if somebody has a horrible thing that Harley's done, and then they tell me, and I'm like, that's okay.
When you ignore a blatant problem with Harley, yes. You get experience.
This
I keep
feels
mixing
like
them
it.
up.
So we'll get to that later. We'll get to
There's
that.
a lot of blatant problems with me, so
I'm
get
gonna go
ready
up
for
so
that
many levels.
experience, buddy.
Blatant
Hell
and
yeah.
not so blatant. Yes. So Hannah, you
Okay.
finished talking to Mr. Thorpe, to Oliver, and Bella is trying to stop Tom from running into the wall.
Tom, what? Why are you okay?
What? Are you okay? You're talking to a wall.
He's trying to exit this world. He thinks there's a door, and he's just gonna end up at his trailer or something.
That's not how it works.
The normal world.
Yeah, but this is the paranormal world. It's para.
Been.
Normal.
Dude,
This is only my second time.
Oh my God.
Bella's here for the first time, and she gets it.
She's a wolf person.
I'm
Okay,
trying to be
that's that.
understanding.
And I'm a corpse person.
Well, actually, I just you're a mortal.
Stop bringing up my mortality.
If you don't shut up, you fucking gravy boned man, I will fucking eat you in this world, and then nobody will find you.
I bet I wouldn't even die. I bet it'd be fine.
Whatever. Just why can't you just chill? We're in Hannah's thingy. I don't know what's just wait.
You're not even concerned that she was talking to a mirror.
I can explain that. Bella's
Because
seen it
she
before.
literally, I've seen it, and she knew you were dead before
That's how I
anything even
saw.
happened. We knew you were dead before you knew, and you didn't even know you were dead because you're just like, I walked out of the hospital. It's like, who does that? When you walked out of a morgue, you walked out of a morgue. When you got up, were there other dead bodies around? Probably.
I didn't look.
Use your eyes.
I was
and
having fun.
if you did use your eyes, you would see that there's no doors in here. It's literally mirrors. Just chill.
Well, I just want to know why Hannah's talking to a wall. Hannah?
Wait, if we all just bring it from a 10 to like a 4,
You're not telling us because you got secrets.
No, I brought you here. That's why I brought you here, because I want you to know. Okay, so
I want to eat him. I want to eat him.
No, please stop listening to eat people.
Okay. If
you get mad at me, are you gonna eat me?
I'll eat all of him and I'll leave the penis and send it to Harley. That's all she needed anyways from him. So let's just go ahead and do that since he's just
Harley
annoying.
has anything to do with it. What?
Hey, Bella.
I'm gonna
Could
die.
you real quick roll dark for me? Just real quick.
No.
Let's see. Maybe I die.
Okay, so you've been talking about eating people a lot. And I just want to mention that like maybe you take like a step back and realize that you've been talking about eating people a lot. And like you're like, oh, I've been talking about eating people a lot. And then you feel like this like pit in your stomach that is indeed a craving for flesh. You can control it, but like that it's there. I just want you to know that it's there.
Can I ask Hannah to like make a giant bunny that I can eat or something?
You can ask Hannah for whatever.
Hannah,
Yeah.
This is weird, but I need flesh, and I'm not talking the horny kind. I need a fucking meal. I need you to imagine with your little flibbly dibbly brain stuff. I need you to make me a big ass filet mignon. Make sure it's alive though. I want it to be alive. I want to do it myself. Can you do that for me, please? Please. Or else I'm gonna eat Tom. Or else I'm gonna fucking eat Tom.
Oh my god, please, to eat people.
And I don't want to eat him. I just feel it inside my stomach. I need to eat.
Okay.
Please do it.
I'm just gonna like picture like a huge, massive buffet, but like there's like live animals like falling off of it, and it's just like because I'm so stressed. It's so over the top. There is like a cow just sat on a table, and it doesn't make sense, and I'm just scared. And there's a bunny probably, and
yeah. So can you roll dark for me, Hannah?
Oh god, okay.
The
I feel like I'm gonna faint in
The
real
smell.
life.
It just feels so good.
So we get a failure mark experience.
I'm gonna faint IRL.
Is the fail like there's not enough food, so I go for Tom's leg and it like grows back or something? What are we doing?
I would like to. Here's the thing. I have two options here, and Bella, you get to choose.
Okay.
The failure is either that you go somewhere else, or that you turn into your darkest self.
I turn into my darkest self, baby.
All right, so Hannah, you fail, and Bella
Oh my god!
Tom!
Tom!
No! What?
Tom! I don't know what to do.
I look at Tom.
Oh my god!
And I do this with my paws like I fucking told you. I was a fucking wolf.
Did you?
I fucking told you.
Did I do? Oh my god! Bella,
Oh,
Tom!
no,
Make a room!
I pictured that we're just like in a forest. We're in a forest. We're in a massive forest, and there's cows again.
I just start fucking ripping into these cows and just ripping chunks, legs, and I just go to town on this buffet. I eat ferrets, rabbits, squirrels, dogs. I'm fucking eating everything, and I'm just fucking wolfed out. You know.
So Hannah, do you make this like buffet forest for Bella, and you and Tom are like somewhere else, or are you taking the chance and still in this area with them?
We are close enough that there is definitely blood hitting us.
Okay, so you like basically push you grab Tom's hand when you see Bella wolf out, and you basically like push the mirror like a revolving door, and then you're running through this forest, and Bella wolfed out runs after you, but you manage to put ablative cows in this forest. And because your darkest self, I would like to remind you, Bella, is that you crave power and dominance earned through bloodshed. If anyone attempts to stand in your way, they must be brought down and made to bleed.
You want to stand in my way, Tom?
You have time.
God.
You have a moment, because I will give Hannah, because she just failed, the ablative cow. But you can see like in Bella's voracious hunger and blood spray that this is not a controlled binge. Hannah and Tom, you probably also see that. But she's a wolf. So what do you do?
I think I'm just gonna kind of slowly grab onto Tom's arm, and I'm just like, maybe I think we should start backing away and just let her kind of do her thing. And I've only seen the end. I've seen the after wolf. I've seen the after the bit. I'm very concerned.
I think we should go home.
I don't think we can until she's done with that.
What?
Why not leave her?
I'd like to.
I would like to know, are you going to run away, or are you going to attempt to exert control, or what else are you going to do? Are you going to hit on her? I don't know. What do you want to do?
Well, me, I'm trying to run.
You should do that thing. You should do the thing where it's like, she'll listen to me. She'll listen to me. Bella, look at me. Look in my eye.
Also, I can't die.
Okay, so Tom,
I know. What if I like bite one of his limbs off, but it just doesn't like do anything?
We don't
It
know.
grows
We
back?
don't know.
We'll
But
have to
Can
find
I
out
try
if-
to eat something off him? I didn't get his mom. Give me something.
okay, would everyone who's in the scene roll 1d3?
Oh no.
We'll order of
okay.
operations this thing. Whoever has the 1 is first, and then etc. If there's a tie, we'll do a reroll.
I'm lost.
Is it slash roll?
Slash roll 1d3, and then that's gonna be your like order of operations.
Ugh.
Okay, so Bella, you get to go first.
Great.
What would you like to do?
I pry Tom away from Hannah holding on to him,
Okay.
and I
Are you gonna lash out physically?
oh yeah. I'm gonna go for one of his arms and then maybe the leg. I'm gonna like with one like claw, I'm like smashing him against the fucking ground, and the other I'm trying to chew him like a giant turkey leg.
Okay,
So I'm going hard.
Will you roll volatile for me?
Yeah, of course.
Sorry that you rolled that, Tom and Hannah.
Yo, I was starting to get a crush on this girl, and now she's eating my friend, and I
Okay.
I can't control
on a
myself.
7 to 9.
Yeah,
On
I
a
can
7 to
tell.
9, you harm them but choose 1. They learn something about your true nature and gain a string on you.
We're learning.
The MC decides how bad the harm turns out, or which you already are, your darkest self. So, ordinarily, werewolf gnawing, I believe that a regular punch is 1 harm and a supernatural one would probably be 2. So ordinarily you would deal 2 harm as a wolf, but if you choose, I decide how bad the harm turns out, then I can choose to make it more or less bad. Or you can choose that he learns something more about your true nature, which like you're a wolf, so I don't know that there's like a lot there.
I don't know if there's more to learn there. You decide, Blue.
Okay, so I will decide this is happening. Like she is on top of Tom. Tom and Hannah, can you both roll again because you tied to see whose action comes next, and then we'll process. Can you do this? Why do you keep tying? Can you stop tying, please? Thank you.
Okay, there we go.
All right. This time Tom gets to go first. Okay.
Okay.
I would like to know, Tom, before we figure out how bad Bella's harm on you is, are you running? Are you fighting? Are you flighting, or are you freezing? What's your
Running.
reaction?
I'm gonna be trying to run. I'm gonna be trying to use how wiggly my bones are in an effort to get the fuck out of her grip.
Okay. I would like you to roll with volatile as well. That's the runaway.
Okay. Please. I don't want to die again.
You rolled a failure? Will you mark
Oh, no.
experience? Tom,
Sure.
whatever arm is in Bella's mouth, when you try and pull it out, it does rip off. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. It'll be fine, Wiggly Boy.
Okay. Oh.
So you can get away, but you leave something behind. It's your arm. Hannah, you're seeing this unfold in front of you like your worst fucking nightmares. What do you want to do?
Oh my god. I'm gonna they're running, and I'm gonna run after them, and I'm just gonna start trying to imagine walls popping up in between them, and I'm just trying to be like, Bella, please, Bella, I know you're in that, Bella, please stop hurting him. He doesn't deserve it. Please, no, Bella, no.
So
I'm gonna,
are you trying to shut Bella down, or are you trying to get her to do what you want? Like you can spend a string on her and try and tempt her to do what you want, or you can try and shut her down, or you can try and use your dark powers to cage her or something. That would be a dark roll, right?
Ooh,
you
cage
pick.
me.
I think I'm trying to either get her to do what I want, or I'm trying to stop her and give like make her run into a wall and Tom can get some space.
Okay.
So I don't know which one would be more applicable.
Well, the thing is the pulling strings, tempting her to do what you want, like that's just giving her an experience to do what you want, but she has to consider that she's in her darkest self. So if anyone attempts to stand in your way, they must be brought down and made to bleed, right? Also, no, sorry. Do you care about Tom, Bella?
No, I care about Hannah.
Okay, then you're not out of your darkest self yet. I was gonna say if you wound someone you really care about, then you get out of it. But Tom, you don't really care about.
Oh, fuck.
So anyway, yeah. So with that understanding, if you wanted to just say, I want to tempt you to do what I want, but she has to like understand that she's like in this darkest self. So she might like choose to be like, no, like I crave power and dominance and I don't want your stupid experience point. Or if you wanted to do it by like using your powers over the space, that would be rolling dark and it wouldn't be up to Bella whether or not she chooses to go with you. So
I think I'm going to try use my string on Bella.
Okay.
Fuck.
So how does this are you just yelling at her?
Yeah, I'm like begging her to stop chasing Tom and to calm down and to stop wolfing, I guess.
So terrifying wolf creature. You have like maybe you're gnawing at Tom's arm like a chew toy and like doing the thing where you're like and then you hear behind you, like imagining you being some sort of dog, like you hear behind you the voice of the like one person whose voice you could pick out of a crowd no matter how many people are yelling, and it's telling you like, no, stop, like please don't. Do you choose to listen?
Yes, I can hear that it's Hannah, and I just like in this wolf rage, I'm able to stop it and then realize that I just bit Tom's arm off.
Okay. Well, you go ahead and take that experience point, and Hannah,
I do.
You yes, Bella. She offered you an experience point to do what she wants, and Hannah, you lose one string on Bella. But now you have a big old wolf with its muzzle matted in blood and like the rest of Tom's arm in its mouth.
Okay.
Are you like wagging your tail or?
I'm just like chilling like a dog at this point.
I'm gonna kind of go towards her, like hands out, like very like I'm not here to hurt you. I'm just walking towards you, and then I'm gonna reach out and just kind of like go like between her eyes, just kind of like rub her head.
Okay.
Be like, it's okay.
Aww.
Just calm.
So Tom, are you still running or?
I'm probably on the ground bleeding out and crying.
Okay, Tom's bleeding and crying. You pet Bella, and she, for right now, is taking like a break, a play break. But she's still a terrifying wolf creature. So you have for a moment like a moment of breath where all of the chaos just like calms down a little bit. What do you do?
Wait, me or
anybody? Is anyone taking an action? Or are you just gonna like this is
when can I turn into human again?
You can either turn into a human when you wound someone you really care about, or when the sun rises, whichever happens first.
Fuck, looks like I'm gonna be a wolf for a while.
I'm gonna say that would I feel pain? I feel like I still wouldn't feel pain, but also I would be not good.
Yeah, it's weird because like you felt what happened, like you felt your like arm, and you can kind of feel the like blood as like your heart is struggling, and you can feel the like sensations, but they're separated from you in so much as like it like you notice it. It's painful as like you know what pain feels like, and pain is there, but you're also like half like
Oh,
like
okay.
There's a separation from it. Like you can look at your arm and be like, oh, that's happening. Imagine being in shock. You know?
Okay, easy. Okay. Hannah.
Yeah.
So this is like a dream, right? Like a dream world where dreams are and dreams.
Oh my god. Yeah. And I just imagine that we're. Can I imagine other people and beings? I guess I can try. I am imagining that that there are surgeons here who can sort him out, and we're in a sanitized environment.
So very basically, you're asking for like a doctor or help or something?
Yep.
Okay. So you're like, holy shit, like his arm is missing, like we need some help. And from behind one of the trees steps this like very clean like wearing like a white and gold just like a shift dress that has like it's like put in at the waist. She has her hair is kind of like also white and she looks sort of like ageless, and she comes out from behind the tree and she like looks around. She's like, oh, you're in a bit of a pickle, aren't you?
A little bit.
And she like gently like goes to like lift Tom up, and she's like, I'll take care of it, don't you worry.
Okay.
And she comes over to you, Bella, and she goes to grab Tom's arm. Are you gonna let her?
Yeah, I'm over it.
Okay.
Okay.
Tastes like shit.
So she grabs the rest of Tom's arm, and then she like looks at you, Hannah, and she says, if you'll allow me, I'll be right back. He'll be totally safe with me, I promise.
Oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so she like, grabs Tom's arm with one hand and has her like arms over like around your shoulder with another, and she's like, just come this way, you'll be safe.
Okay.
You're gonna go with her, Tom?
I will. Yeah, I think I'm thinking this is a dream, so fuck it. Whatever goes.
Yeah. So she, you both step behind the tree, and then you're just in a different room, Tom. It's not like a hospital room that you've seen before. It's like a big 4-poster bed, and the sheets are like white, which you're like, they shouldn't be white. They'll probably get messy. But like when you sit in it, like any blood spatter or dirt that like falls off of you or like your arm, like it does that hydrostatic thing where it just like rolls off of the bed sheets and goes like underneath or onto the floor or somewhere else. And she like sits you in the bed, and she like props a pillow up behind you, and she looks at you and she says, do you want to be awake for this, or
For what?
I'm just going to heal you, but it might be a bit disconcerting.
I've seen a lot today. I think I should probably sleep.
Okay. And then she just like puts her hand like gently over your face, over your eyes, and like you close your eyes, and then you're just unconscious.
Okay.
And Hannah, you like, I don't know if you had these strings on Bella and Tom that were keeping, like you brought them here. Like you have these like strings where you can still kind of feel where they are, and you feel the string that you had on Tom that brought him here, like it just like goes away.
Bella, can you? I don't know how to make you not wolf, but I am very stressed. But I don't feel. I don't feel anything breaking. Like I don't feel the promise breaking.
No, he's just not like here anymore.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what to do. Oh God. Can you unwolf? How do I make you unwolf? Do you need sleep? You need to sleep. You need the dark?
It's like wolf charades.
You need darkness. Sleep. You need to sleep. Oh, well then, you're just gonna have to do. How do I control you? I imagine a really massive dog bed.
Sure. Here's the thing. The way the move works that you have is that you can keep everyone in the fairy realm for a scene or two before you're returned to the mundane world. So maybe you can just like, you can kind of feel like all of this effort that you've been imposing on this realm, it's like slipping from you a little bit.
Oh no.
So you definitely can't just stay here the whole night, right? Like you can feel it kind of slipping away and you're being pulled like back to reality. Whoops, there goes gravity, etc.
I think we're gonna be back in the real world very soon. I just need you to know that so that you can start thinking of a plan of what you're gonna do because I have no clue. And I really hope Tom is there when we get there. And I don't know what to do.
Woof.
So you're trying to explain to this wolf creature that it needs to have a plan, and you see the like forest around you turn into like what looks like a wallpaper forest instead, and then it turns into just the color of the walls that like all of the trees are turning into the color of the walls that Tom's room like was painted, or like whatever wallpaper was on in Tom's room, and you're like, oh God, I'm bringing a wolf into the house that Tom's mother is in. And then before you can like do anything to like prevent that from happening, now you and a massive wolf creature are in Tom's bedroom and Tom is not in Tom's bedroom. You still feel like that promise that she said to keep him safe hasn't been broken, but he's not here. And now, Bella, you're in this small space that feels very confining and also very easily breakable. And you're still a wolf. And I would remind you that you still want to bring down and make to bleed anyone who stands in your way. And you still crave power and dominance through bloodshed.
I'm still hungry? Fuck.
Yes.
Okay.
And Hannah's right in front of you. I would say you can resist that. But you're still like you're still a terrifying wolf creature and you're still in your darkest self. So if you want to resist taking a bite out of your true love, you're gonna have to roll for me.
Okay, what do I roll?
I would roll with cool. You're keeping your cool.
Okay.
Oh, is that your roll that you just did?
8.
Was that was that the one you just did or was that from before? I don't remember.
This is the first time I've done cold.
Okay.
Today.
So you roll an 8 for keep your cool.
Woo!
And on a 7 to 9, okay. So you can avoid, like you're in this room. The only other person here is Hannah. You can feel like all of a sudden you were in this space where the trees went on forever and you could run and run and run. And now you're in this space that feels like you're trapped, like you're contained, and you inherently don't want that. And Hannah is like right in front of you, and you can resist hurting her, but you know that if you get away from hurting her, you're gonna latch on to the next person or flesh creature that you see. And there's a part of you that is human enough to know that is going to be Edith.
I was memeing about his mom, but it's coming to life.
You can make the choice.
Okay.
You can either...
Can I break out and like kill a random neighbor or something?
No, the choice is either Hannah or Edith. I will tell you here, Edith is a normal human being and Hannah is a supernatural creature.
Yeah, what if I just nibble on Hannah's give her is there a way I could just give her a little cut, like a little paper cut? And then
I just wanted to clarify, eating Hannah's pussy will not be the answer here either as well. Just a heads up, okay?
You are disgusting.
So you know.
Ew.
Look, I haven't got to talk for like half an hour. It had to come out. Just let
Nasty.
me
Go back to the mute zone.
Go kill more people.
It's not a nibble, it's a wolf.
Okay.
But then you will be out of your
mad
self.
will Tom be about? Does he like his mom?
He loves his mom.
Like
what are you talking about?
She's literally the last parent I have left.
Okay. I have to. I hurt Hannah.
Okay, you roll with volatile.
Oh my God! I hope she forgives me. I really. Fuck.
Okay, so you get a 9. Hannah, I feel like is there a taking harm? When characters get hurt, they take harm. Okay.
I already have harm. I'm so Tom, I'm so good to you. Don't forget that.
I was gonna say you probably should have bit my mom. You didn't know I loved her.
So Hannah, you see
She'll
the walls
die.
turn back into the walls of Tom's room, and then before you can do anything, a wolf is gonna jump at you. You can attempt to run away or like do something else. I'll give you the chance to do that. So you can make a roll to try and get out of there. But like she effectively came at you. She didn't miss. Like she succeeded. So she is going to come at you. I will give you a chance to do something if you wanted to.
I think the only thing I would do is like try to duck out of the way. Like I wouldn't run out of the room because I don't want his mum to see Bella. So
okay.
I don't know where that falls.
I feel like if you don't want another person to get in the like to see this wolf creature and it's literally lunging at you and you're not like running away from it, you're just gonna take the harm. Like
okay.
I don't think that there's a like I don't want to get hurt, but I also don't want to like let this creature go away from me. Like
that's fine.
It's either run away or not run away, really.
I'm not running away.
You take 2 harm.
Oof. Easy.
As this wolf's jaws Bella lunges at you, and you can tell that there was like she tried her best. She tried really hard not to, but there's this instinctual like predatory nature, and maybe you get your like arm up in the way. Like what part of your body are you defending yourself with?
Yeah, I'm doing like that.
Okay, so like she like noms onto your arms, and you can feel like the crunch of like these are claws that are made to go through like blood and bone. But then Bella, like you have this like delicious human flesh in your mouth, and then you feel the teeth and mouth change, and because you've hurt someone that you care about, you immediately transform back into Bella, except for now you have Hannah's bloody arm in your mouth.
Fuck. Can them fairy bitches fix you? I'm so sorry.
Oh my god. Why did you?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to explain it. Like I just felt it like it's a feeling in me that I need to eat something or I need to kill something.
You wanted to kill me?
No, I crave flesh. Like I crave it. I needed it and I didn't know that was gonna happen and I'm so sorry. Like I didn't mean to eat Tom. Like I just, even as a wolf, like I wasn't gonna go for you. So I went for him because, you know, he doesn't matter as much. And I was either gonna eat his mom or hurt you. And I didn't want to eat his mom as much as I'm shitty. I didn't want to take away his last parent. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do.
It's where's Tom? We need to figure out where Tom is.
So do you want to?
I think I need a doctor also.
Maybe a
I feel
Band-Aid or
slightly faint.
I would like to say that the healing move says if someone is with you tending to your wounds delicately and intimately, perhaps with erotic subtexts, you may heal an additional 1 harm. So if there's like a sexy doctor move, then you could heal both of the harm that you've just experienced.
Does Tom have? Can you find like a first aid kit? Can you? I need something to stop the bleeding, like now. Okay.
Okay.
Towels or something.
Okay. I found a really hard towel in Tom's bedroom. Is that okay? You can crack it in half. I think it'll work. Let's wrap that around there.
So, Bella,
please don't touch me with that. I don't.
It's only gonna clean. This whole place is nasty. This is.
You can take the sheets sheets off his bed. It doesn't matter.
Actually, yeah, we'll take the sheets off his bed. I'm
just
so
like
sorry.
to
I didn't realize
know-
it was a cum rag.
Oh.
I would just like to know
Ew,
if you
Tom,
two are spending an intimate moment alone together while
Yeah,
you heal.
this is
While you
Yes,
heal
yes,
Hannah's
yes.
wounds.
This is. I'm crying. I'm upset that I hurt Hannah, and I'm very desperately trying to repair what I've damaged.
Okay. So, you want a sex move? Anybody? Sex moves?
I feel like it's more on Bella than it is on me.
No,
Can-
when you supposed to spend the time
Currently.
together, you do the things. Are you having an intimate
Oh,
moment alone
well.
together?
I mean, I would like to have the sex.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
okay, if
Sure.
you're consenting,
I wanted like some warm up. I wanted narration, and now I'm just
I'm
being
going
asked,
to.
and now
I
I just don't know how.
What if we don't fuck? I just like eat your pussy for like 10 minutes
I'm getting.
while I
I'm-
heal your wounds. I don't know. Maybe
I
suck
wanted
a boob.
permission before we went there. I will
Oh.
give you a romantic subtext.
She's like hurt. And you're going in for a boob.
God damn it.
I'll suck your titties. Or
Like, oh, Bella, it's my arm that hurts. Stop.
Someone in chat said that Bella's gonna lick the wounds better.
It's like snake poison.
I want consent. I will give you a narration. Just give me fucking consent. Is that happening? Yes or no? Yes? Okay. So, Bella, you are just turned back into a human. You see that Hannah is hurt in front of you, and you get this like desperate, like, oh my God, what did I do feeling? And so you're talking at her, you're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And you like just pull the sheets off of Tom's bed and you're like dabbing at the blood on her arm. And like there's this moment where you're right next to her and you're just apologizing. We're staring at her while staring at her arm, and then you look up into her eyes and you can see that she's not mad at you. Like she's not upset with you. And it's just like maybe you've never really had anyone like this is the weirdest shit you've ever done. Like this is the weirdest shit that you've ever done, and you're so like upset at yourself for hurting this person that you care about. And you look up at her and she's just like, it's okay. And then we are going to enact the sex moves. So, what are your two sex moves? Can you tell me?
Me or her?
Both of you. Both of them.
When I lie naked with another, I can ask them for a promise, and if they refuse, I take 2 strings on them.
Okay.
I would never. My sex move is when you have sex with someone, you establish a deep spiritual connection with them. Until either of you breaks that spirit connection by having sex with someone else, add 1 to all rolls made to defend them. You can tell when that connection has been broken.
Okay.
So I add 1 to all rolls that defend Hannah.
Yes.
Cool.
Hannah, what is the promise that you ask for from Bella?
That she's never gonna hurt me again.
Okay.
Whether that be emotional, whether that be physical, who knows? Only me.
I
Do you accept that? Like
Yeah.
we'll have the like smash cut to like you're both like maybe like looking a little bit more flustered, and like Hannah's hair is a little bit of a mess, but we didn't see like anything untoward. And then Hannah, just like go ahead and like do the like everything has already happened. Now you're asking her for a promise. So will you do that in character?
Can you promise me something, Bella?
What?
Please don't ever hurt me again.
I will never hurt you again. In any way. I'm never gonna let something like this happen again. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and make sure that you record that promise, Hannah.
Already written down.
It's the same as any other promise. And also like Bella, you know that you've made that promise, and you also have the you can any rolls made to defend Hannah, either physically defend or like like words, using your words to defend her, get a +1. And I feel like right at the end of this like situation, you both like turn around and Tom is just on his bed. His arm is back and his ribs and pelvis don't look so weird anymore. And he's in like this deep, like undisturbed sleep.
Oh, phew. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh my god. I'm so glad he's not actually hurt.
Yeah, you went a little wild.
Yeah.
I'm also glad he's asleep, and you know.
Thank you for the cow buffet. That was delicious.
Anytime.
Okay, and we're gonna take this moment to just like skip on over to the next day. I don't think that there's probably anything that needs to be done before school. You can all go home or what have you, like as you want. But let's get Harley back in the scenes. So
Get me out of chat
She
making
needs
gross
to,
jokes.
yeah,
I'm
she
pent
needs to
up.
leave
Help
chat
me.
and just get it
It's too
out.
fun in there. It's
Aw.
a good time. I love chat. Chat, you guys are cool. You guys are
so
alright.
do like just as a thing, do you, Hannah and Bella, do you stay at Tom's house and just like snooze there, or do you go back to somewhere else, or like do you all arrive at school together, like Hannah, Bella, and Tom, or?
I feel like we should. Well, I would probably stay so that I know Tom is okay in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine we all spend the night there.
Okay. So here's what happens. Like Bella's car pulls up to the parking lot, and out of the car gets Bella and Hannah and Tom. And like, just for the sake of wonderful cinematic, like whatever, Harley, you just happen to be like right in the perfect place to see them all get out of the car. And like they come around to the same part of the car and they have their backpacks slung over their backs and they're like talking together, and you can just see that something has transpired where they're all just closer than they were when you saw them yesterday. Like it wasn't just the ballot breaking situation, because you and Bella were doing something together and Hannah and Tom were doing something together, but like you look at them and it reminds you of what you probably look like when you're all clicked up with Emma and Cordelia and Marissa. They just have the like, we've experienced lots of things together and we're like totally on each other's side, and there's just this like, you still have the jealous tag, is that true?
I have the condition that I'm known as being jealous, yeah.
Yeah, well, you feel it right now.
Oh, okay,
right now,
got it.
looking at them, you're just like, the fuck? Why are they suddenly best friends? Especially Tom. Like maybe he's standing like in between Bella and Hannah, probably because like they have the little like post we just did sexy things together like awkwardness. So Tom's like in the middle of them and you're just like, oh, how dare they? So you're seeing this. Like, what do you do?
I'm gonna go up to them and I'm just gonna I'm not like ignoring Bella in the same way that like I usually would, where I like will completely just like block her out, whatever. I'm still like, but I'm not addressing Bella. And like to Tom and Hannah, I'm gonna be like, so did the ballot box thing go well, or?
Well,
Oh yeah, and Tom's fixed, by the way. Tom's all fixed.
Okay. I can't tell though, right? Because he would look the same as normal to me.
I mean,
because I never hugged him.
no,
or
he
anything,
looked he looked weird. He looked weird.
Oh, he looked weird. He already looks
Yeah.
weird. Okay, whatever. Okay, yeah, he looks better. Noted, Gaia. Yeah, how'd the ballot box stuff go?
Well, Tom and I tried our best.
We did. There was a
We
lot of
did.
effort put in, and it's probably gonna work.
There was an axe involved, but we just don't need to think about it too hard.
What did you
I
do?
think.
Did you make it obvious that we tampered with the box?
Yes.
No. Well,
Oh.
it fell over the
Yeah.
table.
Right. So did you
Mm.
pick it up and put it back on the table?
It smashed.
So like that's the box.
Well, we
fell.
smashed it.
Oh my god. They're literally.
He tried
You know,
to unlock
if they
it with a
noticed the
hairpin.
votes have been
He tri-
tampered.
He tried to unlock it with a hairpin, and then the thing got stuck in the lock, and then we couldn't get the lock undone. So then we had to use that axe to get the lock off. And then
Okay. Well, points for ingenuity, Tom. But if they notice
actually, it
that
was
the
my
ballot,
idea, but-
if
Sorry,
they notice that the ballots have been messed with, I don't even know what they're going to do. I don't even know how they would do a recount that quickly. Like, you've literally jeopardized Tom's chance at Homecoming King. And, I mean, obviously, like, your own chance at Homecoming Queen. And mine,
They might think that it fell off the table and smashed. I took the lock, so there's not even the lock there for them to see that there was.
They're going to notice that the lock is missing.
I don't think so. They might have thought it scooted under a desk, and they'll go, eh.
Does it really matter?
Yeah.
It's homecoming.
Homecoming's really okay. I know it's just like a big show and everything to you, but it's really important for like your university applications to have.
I think they care more about your grades and your talents than if you're popular in school.
Okay, I've spent hours and hours researching universities because I'm not going to settle like some people. So I know that they do
You
actually
gonna settle?
care. No, I'm just saying there are some people who, you know, won't get that many opportunities available to them or might not bother applying to several places.
Okay,
Yeah, like
there's
your
different
boyfriend
parts.
Brad is obviously going to go to whatever university his parents bribe the dean to take him into. I don't know. I'm just saying I worry about if they notice that it's been tampered with. Like, no one saw us, right? Like, no one saw you?
No one's gonna know. No one's gonna know.
No one saw it, no.
I'm just checking that no one's... Okay, if no one saw you, then worst case scenario, they realize the ballots have been tampered with and they do a recount or something. And then either way, Emily can't get in her cheating because she won't have time to find another poor, beautiful soul to manipulate like she did Tom. So it's fine. Okay. I hope the rats are all right. And this is to Bella.
Probably. We'll see.
They're not going to like kill the rats, are they, if they find them?
No, they get sent back to my mom. It's fine.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I feel really bad with that blood on my hands. All right. Okay. Do you guys want to walk to homeroom together? And I've never walked to homeroom alone before, and like for whatever reason I've just like divvied off from the clique and they're just not with me right now, and I'm like, I've never walked to homeroom alone before.
Yeah,
sure.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And I just like shove my arm into Tom's, like it's like a putting your like arm, like linking arms, and it's linky arms with Tom, and we all walk as a group.
I blush.
Okay, so while you're walking through the hallway, you notice that the door of Emily's locker is like, you know, like half open and dented like it was.
Whoopsies.
And you'll also notice that like there's a are you looking specifically for like, do you pass the office intentionally to see like what's going on with the ballot box at all? Or
If we pass the office, I will like crane my neck pointedly to try and look in.
I'd probably go the way of the office to see.
Okay, so when you go by the office, you'll see that like it's a little like it's like it's like a T intersection. So the office is down a little hallway, and then you're in the like longer part of the T, like at the top of the hallway. So the office is like there's a perpendicular hallway, and if you like look over, like you definitely see that like Emily is there and she's arguing with an adult person. Maybe it's like just for shits and giggles, it's Mr. Thorpe. She's like arguing with him, and like you can see her like gesturing, and in her hand like she has like papers, which you might assume are the ballots.
I'm gonna like skid to a start. I'm gonna like have my arms like Raton. I put my hand on his chest, and I'm like, you should go in and you should talk to her and pretend that like you're still her little bitch, you know, just like pretend like she'll tell you anything, right?
I don't really like doing that kind of stuff, but
like do it for me. Like it would really help. It would really help me.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Does anybody else want to go with Tom? I feel like if we get Tom in there to investigate.
I can. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to look? Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, you two go in, and Tom just pretend that you're still like, you know, doing whatever you want for her. Yeah.
So are the group of you getting close enough so that like Harley, you'd still be able to hear what's happening, but only like
I want me and Bella to like sneak and like loiter outside and just pretend to talk to each other, but like Hannah and Tom go in.
Okay. I want like either Tom or Hannah, whoever is kind of like leading the conversation. I feel like it's got to be Tom because he's doing this for his lover. You need to roll keep your cool.
Does he get a bonus because he's doing it for me? Or
you get +1 forward because it's for Harley. Yes.
Yeah. Let me cold and +1.
With the +1?
Yeah.
Tom!
Have you managed to somehow get another 5 experience points?
I have, actually. I don't want to say anything.
You fail a lot, don't you?
I do. I used to be getting those perfects, and now I'm
Oh
getting
my
nada.
god.
Okay, well, go ahead and put it back down to just 1 experience point, and you're gonna have
Okay.
to decide on your other like advance.
I think it's something.
But so what are you doing? Are you like walking up and like pretending like what like frame the scene for me? Like Tom and Hannah, you're walking up to Emily and Mr. Thorpe. Emily, who's like arguing and waving around the ballots. Like, what are you doing?
I'm probably gonna walk in and be like, "What's wrong? Wait, is there anything I can do to help?"
Okay, and
know if
Hannah, are
that's-
you doing or saying anything?
I think I'm just kind of walking with or like slightly behind Tom, and then once I know what the issue is, then I'll probably speak up.
Okay. So, Tom, you like just like walk up and say like, "Is there anything I can help?" And Emily like turns on you, like she like turns on her heel and she like smacks the ballots on your shoulder, and she's like, "Him! I know it was him.
Why?
I told you. I absolutely told you, Mr. Thorpe. Like somebody must have messed with these. I put so much effort into my campaign to be homecoming queen, and not a single person voted for me. And all of these, look, all of these have similar handwriting. I swear, I am telling you, somebody messed with these."
Wait, what happened?
Yeah, what?
Like, don't you? And she like looks at you, Tom, and she's like, again, like waving the ballot. She's like, "Don't you even like? I know, like, not." You just barely got here, and half of the like people at the school voted for you. Like nobody even knows who you are.
I've been going
Emily.
around taking photos of everybody, and I was doing a little guerrilla marketing campaign because you were like, I should be the king or something.
Oh,
Emily,
shut
that's
up.
really
Mr. Thorpe, I
mean.
am telling you that this isn't possible, and the votes were tampered with.
Emily, the other day, not even like 3 days ago, you promised me that you wouldn't let anyone interfere with the election. Tom's just a nice guy, and I'm sure Mr. Thorpe understands that.
Bella's just telling me all about all the blonde anime characters that she thinks I'd like. We're just hanging out outside. So.
You can hear, like, you're close.
Has Emily seen her locker?
I feel like with the lock tampered with and a bunch of rats in a locker, they would have found a way to get out. That's just my experience with rats.
God dang it.
That they wouldn't just stay contained in that space all night long. So that's like, she knows her locker was open. And maybe she does bring that up. She says, "And my locker was broken into last night. I don't know who or why, but I'm sure it has something to do with these ballots. I'm the person that was supposed to count them. I'm the student body president. And I did count them, and it's absolutely wrong."
Well, as I said, you promised, and I'm sure Mr. Thorpe understands the situation here. Right?
And he turns towards you, Hannah. Are you trying to like get him to
Wink,
be on
nudge, nudge, Mr. Thorpe.
Yeah,
Hey, buddy.
Okay, so are you? You don't have a? Do you have a string on Mr. Thorpe at all?
No,
Okay.
no.
Are you trying to use his relationship with you to your benefit, though?
Yeah.
I feel like, and you can say yes or no, but you're kind of trying to like he's like into you, and you two are like wrapped up together in this strange thing. Like you have to make a roll.
Okay.
On this, but I feel like it's more on the vein of turn someone on than if you're going towards Mr. Thorpe. I feel like you're rolling with hot. If you're going towards Emily, then you'd be shutting her down, right, and rolling with cold. But you were turning your attentions toward Mr. Thorpe to stick up for
Don't
you.
you
And
have that cool thing as well with turning on?
I feel like that's a roll plus
I
hot.
do, yeah.
Just letting you know. Just thought. Just consider.
Okay, well, we're turning him on, I guess.
Okay. Are you giving him a string on you?
Fuck. Yeah, I guess so.
Do it for us.
Okay.
Yeah, I am. For the group.
Do it for us.
I'm gonna die
No,
next
you're
episode.
fine. You're
This
fine.
man is gonna.
So what exactly do you do? And then make your roll plus hot. And you get a +3 because you gave him a string on you. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me what you do and then make your roll.
I'm gonna kind of move towards Emily and Mr. Thorpe and stand on his side and just kind of as I'm saying like, well, Emily, you promised me a few days ago no one would interfere with it, and Tom's a nice guy, and Mr. Thorpe can, and like as I say his name, I'm like putting my like hand on his arm and like kind of squeezing and just being like, Mr. Thorpe would understand that and understands the situation, don't you, Mr. Thorpe?
Okay, make your roll. You get the +3.
What? Partial
You
16?
still only got a 9?
Apparently so.
Oh my god, okay.
Would 6 have been a fail, or is 6 still also partial succeed?
6 is a fail. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
It
Then you saved
would have
yourself
been
from
a
a fail.
otherwise,
Yeah.
but instead it's just a partial success. So the partial success on turning someone on, okay, they can either give you a string or choose one of the reactions. They give themselves to you, they promise something they think you want, or they get embarrassed and act awkward. So I think that Mr. Thorpe, he turns and he looks at you, and you can see on his face that he knows exactly what you're doing, and he thinks you're doing it in a way that's like, okay, like that's a little inept, but like he's humoring you is the word. Like he sees through you completely, but he's like, all right, I'll play along. And he just like gently like brushes your hand off of his arm, and like just very subtly. And then he turns toward Emily and he says, Emily, it's very unlikely that anyone else cares enough about Homecoming Queen to mess with the votes. If you really think that it's been done, then we can absolutely look into it. But seeing as Homecoming is tomorrow night, I really don't think there's any time to correct this right now. And Emily just like looks at him, and she looks back at all of you, and she's just fuming. Like she's so mad. Like she had planned exactly how this was going to go, and it didn't go her way. And maybe she throws a little bit of like a hissy fit. Like she pushes air out her nose, that sort of thing. And then just like the, and then just like turns around and stomps off.
Can I try and trip her as she leaves?
Yeah, sure. Roll with
Oh
volatile.
my
Can
god.
I use my carry forward?
Yeah, do it.
Okay, cool. So just a modifier, and I just type in 1, right?
Yes.
I got a partial succeed.
Ooh.
Okay, so on a partial success, let's see. You either you deal them harm, which in this case is the situation happens. Like the harm is more to her like being embarrassed than anything. But she learns something about your true nature. I decide how bad the harm turns out, or you become your darkest self. You get to choose.
I'm gonna say that. Oh god. I'm gonna say that you. So wait, are people seeing me do this? Like, how seen is this?
I mean, this is like before homeroom. The bell hasn't rang. Like people are around. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say that she learned something about me then, because I'm really scared if I give you the power, then you'll be like, she smashes her skull and bleeds everywhere, and then I get in huge trouble. So I'm gonna say that she learned something about my true nature.
Okay, so you stick your foot out, and Emily is just like fuming and walking away, and she like rolls straight into the trap you've laid for her, and she like trips up. She doesn't fall flat on her face, but she does like it's very obvious that like in her moment of like feeling like down and like powerless, you've just dropped her another peg. And she looks up at you, and she looks at your face, and you cannot help yourself, but you like this fucking shit eating grin like is plastered on your face, like, haha, I just got what I wanted and you are worthless. And she sees it, and she knows like whatever pretense you put on to everybody to be like, I'm great and I'm popular and I'm awesome, like she can see the malicious intent underneath it.
Okay.
And she just like looks at you, and you can see her cheeks pale a little bit, like, holy shit, like this is not just like a teenage drama queen face. And she like picks herself and her stuff back up and like hurries away. The rest of you are just hanging out. Tom and Hannah, you've successfully handled the voting situation.
Well done.
Mostly Hannah. in the way that we just kind of cheesed it in the end.
So, are you just going straight to class, or?
I would like to give Tom a kiss on the cheek when he comes out of the room as a
Wow.
thank you for getting the ballot thing sorted out.
Would that make you go to your
Look at
darkest
you.
self?
Yes, I know that a kiss on the cheek for you, Tom, is basically sex, but
That's
for normal
like fifth
people,
base. Whoa.
Bella?
What's up?
Anyway.
So, are you gonna say anything to Mr. Thorpe before you just go back to class, or?
Oh. Thank you for helping me out there.
And he looks back at you and he's like,
Ew.
how could I resist?
Ew. I swear I'm gonna eat him next.
I like
episode.
turn to Bella because like I hear it and I turn to Bella and I'm like that.
In-game Hannah, I guess, kind of blushes and leaves. Out-game Hannah is
We all know bad. Teach a student bad, everybody.
Ooh, you know.
And then he says, you should get to class. The bell will be ringing in just a second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See you later.
And then he like turns back into the office to do some, I don't know, teacher shit. And you walk back to the rest of the group.
Yeah.
So, Bella, so you just saw the person that you just had like a fucking moment with. who
Yeah.
You're like totally like
Can't win.
in love with, basically. And she didn't have sex with someone else. You still have a deep spiritual connection with each other, but like also like you saw them touching and he like smirked at her.
And she smiled and blushed.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
So Hannah walks back up to the group of you, and the hallways are kind of like there's less and less people because the bell is gonna ring in just like a moment's time. Do you say anything to her, or?
I think I just like am really sad and don't say anything, and I think about how I bit her and that I don't even deserve her anyways.
Oh
Oh.
Bella!
Oh.
No.
I'm having a great time with Tom. I'm telling him what a good job he did. I'm like patting his shoulder and being like, wow, he was so convincing in there. It was amazing.
I got my arm ripped off. I died.
I don't know this. Like, I don't know. You seem fine to me.
Yeah. So like you all go back. If no other discussion is happening, the bell rings. You all like file into class. Are you all still sitting in the same like seat arrangement? Has anyone decided that they want to like move seats at all? Is Hannah still like on the far side of the classroom from Bella? Is Tom still on the far side of the classroom from Harley?
For in-game Hannah, if the seat is free, I know it's going to be free. I'm going to sit where Brad would normally sit, which is still next to Chad, but also next to Bella.
Ah.
When she I'm gonna notice it and I'm gonna look at her like that's like kind of weird for you to do, and then I'm gonna look away because like I want to say like Brad sits there normally, but then I don't want to look like I'm trying to defend Brad, so I just like I like look at her and she sees I see that's like I thought it was weird that she's sitting there.
Okay, Tom, are you still sitting at the back of the classroom, or Harley, are you still sitting at the front? Do either of you?
I still sit at the front. If anyone wants to come sit with me, they can, and I'll like make a person move for them. But like I'm still sitting where I usually sit.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's moving up front, except, well, Hannah's out of the side. I'm probably going to keep doing the weird thing I did from the beginning of the game where I sit at the back and I probably just look at Harley's head.
Great.
Okay, so we'll just do like a you know, scrub through like everyone's doing class things. Is there any moment Tom specifically, or Bella, or Hannah, where you choose to reveal like any part of this to Harley? Specifically, I want to ask Tom because you still like, did you ever break your promise to tell Harley everything that happens?
I
Have you
didn't,
broken that yet?
and I don't remember if we ever really encapsulated what was asked of me.
Yeah, I thought that was
think
like
would hurt you specifically.
That's what I thought it was. Is to tell me anything that could possibly hinder me in any way.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought.
So
it was.
I don't think I would have broken that promise, and I'm still
I don't
debating
think
whether
so
or not my
either.
character thinks that what happened last night was a dream or not, considering the fact that I just
I mean, if you had a dream that weird, wouldn't you want to tell it to the person that you loved most in all the world?
Imagine he's sitting down like, "Hey Holly, guess what happened?" And I'm like, "What?"
organs are good, and my arm fell off, and then it's on again, and
I just like I'm letting you know, Tom. Like, Harley is your lover.
Yes.
You are in love with her.
Okay.
You can absolutely choose to keep this from her, but like it's a choice that you're making to keep it from her. Right?
Okay.
You're
If it's pitched as that, yeah, no, I think I would go and say, because there'd be no intention behind keeping it hidden. This would be just like a whatever happens kind of. Yesterday was crazy. I think I'd tell her, but I would tell her casually in the kind of sense.
So like, is it like during a class that you sit next to each other in, or is it like at lunch?
We have biology together.
Yeah, it would be biology, I think, because we're not. I don't think we can see each other.
You're
right
in
now.
biology class, and Mr. Bobo or Mr. Bo whatever is at the front of the classroom demonstrating on the board like how it is you're supposed to dissect sheep's brains or whatever larger thing you've got this week, because your biology class is just dissecting progressively larger things.
Yay. Bella loves it.
And you're sitting next to Harley, who is your lab partner, and we get the very like movie thing of like all of the rest of the room is very hushed, but you're still having like a private conversation that no one else can listen to, sort of thing. So go ahead, Tom.
Okay. Hey, Harley.
Yeah, and I'm like very like delicately mapping out my like school work thingy.
So after school that other day, like just yesterday, I wasn't able to get a ride back to class because I missed the bus because of the weird organ bone thing, and I got a ride with Bella and Hannah back to my house, and I don't know what happened because I remember them getting angry at my mom or my mom getting angry at me, and then I went to bed, and now I woke up and I had this crazy dream that I went to a different world, and then Bella turned into a wolf, and then
wait,
my arm and then my arm was put back on.
Tom,
like up, and now
I put my finger on his mouth. If they were dropping you off at your house, why did they stay there while you went to, like, why were they there long enough to be angry at your mom?
Well, we lied and said we were doing science, but
why? They just went over to your house, like. You didn't
I think they just wanted to meet my mom. I don't know, actually, why they stuck around.
That's kind of creep. Okay, whatever.
But they wanted to tell me about this weird, crazy world. And I still think that's a dream, but I think it's not a dream because my body's fixed now. But I don't know how much you can fix your body just sleeping.
Have you been to the doctor?
Hannah.
No.
Hannah. You can feel a promise being broken.
Yeah. Yeah, I can.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what did you promise?
You promised you wouldn't tell anyone.
Oh yeah. Well, it's a dream. Yeah, fuck. Oh man.
Oh my god.
No, no, canonically, I just broke a promise. And because I think it's a dream. That's in character. I did forget that.
Okay, so wait, Hannah and Bella told you there was like another world, and then you went to sleep, and you went to that world, and now your body's here. Like lucid dreaming? They showed you how to lucid dream?
I don't know. I don't think they really did that. I don't know what that is.
Lucid dreaming's when like you have a dream and you can control everything that you're doing in it.
Yeah, but why would I want a dream where Bella rips my fucking off?
I don't know what kind of dreams you have. I feel like your brain's very understimulated in that farmhouse, and you must be thinking all sorts of crazy things when you go to bed. I don't know. But I'm glad that you feel better. That's good.
Yeah.
When did Hannah and Bella leave? Did they like sleep over?
I think they just bailed after we like talked with my mom because I went to sleep.
Okay.
Like we hung out and
they were there, Tom. You guys
they drove to school together.
Yeah.
Oh,
we came to school together.
I assumed that. Okay, fuck it. That I'm just stupid about. Yeah, no, they were there. They slept over, and we Where would they have slept? Like they would have slept on the floor, right? I don't have furniture. Okay. Yeah, they slept on the floor, and then we just got out and went back to class. Yeah.
I feel like if you're having a sleepover with girls there, I should be invited.
Well, I absolutely invite you next time. It was very impromptu.
Okay. And then maybe I can see like the weird lucid dreaming stuff as well, okay?
Maybe. I don't. You sure?
Yeah, I mean, just try and forget. I have weird dreams too. Like dreaming about Bella ripping your arm off. There might be something you need to resolve with her. Like, I know, like, Amma dreams about all of her teeth falling out sometimes, something. And I told her it was like this because she's giving too many blowjobs. And then she was like, no, I'm not even. I switched to my hands after I got that weird throat infection. And I don't know. Dreams are weird.
Yeah, I can relate.
Yeah.
Great.
But thanks for telling me about your dreams. That's really sweet.
You're welcome. Yeah, I thought you wanted to know because, like, because you're kind of thing. And, you know, I think
Wait,
we
what?
dream. What?
What?
Yeah.
Okay, Tom,
Yes.
I will give you an experience point if you, in character, accidentally said "because I love you."
That's in character. Yeah. Because I love you.
And then, you realize, like, oh shit, like I didn't.
I'm like as he's talking, I've been like going into like the heart thing, and when he says "love you," I like mess up the cut, and like some blood just like spurts out onto my face very briefly, and I like flinch, and I flinch at the same time as him saying "I love you," and I'm like, that's normal.
Okay.
Okay.
Yay! I think that's what we're ending. I think that's perfect.
Is that what?
I just like when you were mumbling, I was just like, that would be perfect, and I want it to happen. And because I'm the GM, I get to make it happen.
Honestly.
Yay! What an action-packed episode.
What an episode!
Yeah.
Holy shit!
That went way
Jesus.
different than I expected it to, but
Honestly,
I'm super
same.
about it. We will next episode is just we're just gonna like skip fucking everything, and it is homecoming. Because like, who wants to do another day at school? If you have anything that you wanted to handle before, but fictionally, I would like to say one of you four invited the rest of you to get ready together for homecoming. Who was it?
Hannah.
It was me.
Can I bring Amber and Cordelia and Marissa if it's you, Hannah?
Ew.
We're obviously all going together, so like they have to be there.
Marissa is
with
my
me.
ex-best friend. Fuck that bitch.
You can be
Chad,
angry
you
about
can-
it, but like I'm bringing them wherever we're going.
Can you
Oh.
bring?
For sure, because Chad is your like homecoming king candidate date, whatever.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Wait, so who's coming? Us three, you three,
I'm bringing my
and
click with
another
me.
three,
Yes.
and Chad.
Yes.
My house is not big, but let's do this shindig. Woohoo!
We're just gonna have so much fun playing
As
As
every
long as
character.
one of you host after prom, jeez.
I like the
Oh,
idea
the
of one of
after
the
party's
things
at the old mill. We all know.
Oh,
that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dang it.
I
I also
always
like the
loved
idea of
being there.
possibly, if Hannah decides that she doesn't want to do it, the idea of Tom hosting it, because I say we should all, like, I wish I had somewhere nice to, like, get ready. And Tom's like, my place! It's
I
like
have
a
a
farmhouse.
great house.
I have
I
a
also
home.
like the idea
Please.
of like Hannah invites Bella, and Bella invites somebody else, and then
Yeah.
Harley just decides that she's coming.
Oh.
And,
If Tom's
like,
there, I'm there. So,
you
like, Bella invites Tom as an
unexpectedly-
apology for ripping his arm off, and I'm like, I'm also going because Tom's invited me, and then my whole clique's coming.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
just bring your clique without asking. That's totally like I feel like
That's
thing
a
you
Harley
do.
thing.
I think that's how. Okay, I invite Bella. Bella invites Tom, and then Tom tells Harley. Harley brings it. Yeah, that's how we do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Very
That's
good.
how it works.
But
Candy
that's where
bars.
we're gonna start the next episode. Is everyone's getting ready for homecoming together.
Awesome.
And just so chat knows, we're all gonna be dressed for homecoming.
And the theme is gothic, like.
And you
the
should
oldie
be
horror
dressed up
gothic.
too.
yes, you absolutely should.
You're all invited.
So
Yeah,
if
invited
you
to
want to
homecoming.
dress up super fancy for Bains Falls High homecoming dance, take pictures and like, I don't know, hashtag Bains Falls homecoming or something.
Oh, that'd be cute.
That'd be cute.
Yeah, tag us all on
absolutely.
Twitter.
wanna
Absolutely
see
share it on Twitter. We will all be dressing up. That's next Sunday. Get real hype. Get real excited. Homecoming dresses, tuxes. I don't know what Tom's wearing. But we'll see.
We'll figure it
next
out.
week.
I have a bow tie Tom can wear.
There you go. All
There
right.
we go.
Have a lovely rest of your week, everyone. Take it easy. Be kind to yourselves, and we'll see you then.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Ta-ta.